Real life football has been played. Yes, it's the preseason, and I'm here to talk about it. It's me, Jagger, and that is Tyler Knaeble, and this is a preseason reaction show. We saw rookies. We saw basically a rookie because he's been injured the entire time. We're going to talk about our 101 pick, Fernando Mendoza. Tyler, with this reaction, it is preseason. We're going to do this shit again. Man. How many games over under do you think Kirk Cousins is actually going to play?
Man, I just don't see him playing over 6-7 games. I really don't see it because here's the thing. You have Mendoza there. And I actually do like Kirk Cousins. I think he's like a fine, as far as bridge QBs go, I think he's going to be fine. And everyone that's drafting Ashton Genty is making the case for just the Raiders offense in general because they want to draft Genty. But I think you have to apply some of that same stuff to, the quarterback play as well. Kirk is he's in a pretty good position. They go out, they add the O-line, they obviously add to, the weapons that they have in Las Vegas too, or just, they have two true studs. Obviously Malik Benson is getting this hype. He had a nice catch on a nice Mendoza throw last night. But this offense, and they get Clint Kubiak, which is probably the biggest part. It's not a Chip Kelly, freaking circus show going on over in Las Vegas. So I'm excited for the offense in total, which means if I like the offense, I think Kirk went and won the last 4 games of the season with the Falcons in Atlanta last year. I think he's more than a competent QB. He's got some weapons to help him succeed. I think it could be a little bit later than some people may, want, but I think Kirk could play I would say best case scenario for him about half the year. I think he plays about half the games, and Mendoza starts the last half. Kind of like a Tyler Shuck situation.
Yeah, you're way more confident than I am because I'm in the same boat with Aaron Rodgers, which we're going to talk about that in a minute when we get to Jeremy Bernard. But I haven't seen good football from Kirk Cousins in a long time. Statistically, we're not going to get good football. The offensive line is better, not great, and he can't get away from it. And Mendoza looked pretty solid. I feel like this is this old man thing that we cling on to. If Mendoza was a true project like J.J. McCarthy was, I would understand the apprehension to roll him out there. But I think he's more polished. It already has limited upside. You need to get the most out of this dude while you can. So, if anything, in regular season, you're the best ball guy. Are you drafting any Mendoza at all? Just see what happens.
Yeah, I'll take him as my third QB on teams where I can get, if I'm trying to build out a late stack, if I have Bowers, I'm obviously trying to target Mendoza, or if I draft a Trey Tucker or a Jalen Naylor, he goes after those guys. So you can take those guys before him, I can just do a little skinny stack with Mendoza. Obviously you have Genty too. But the one thing with the Raiders too, I do wonder how much influence Brady will have. Is that a decision that goes through Brady, or is that one where his opinion, kind of looms large in that organization? Because he's talked about this entire thing where, it's organizations that fail QBs. You got to set them up for success. So it's this is the 101 overall. He's the first overall pick in the draft. Does Brady kind of look at it from a situation where it's I sat forever, it helped me? And obviously Mendoza probably, it's just a different day and age now, so I understand that. He's played a lot of football in his career. But I wonder if that's a part of it too, where it's we're going to take our time. We're not playing to win this year. This is the first year, new head coach. I wonder if they just, take their time with Mendoza. Now, if the Raiders are 500, the offense looks bad, or they're below 500, which they very well could be, I think we definitely see Mendoza. But if things appear to be fine, I wonder if they, try and put it off as long as they can, because they want, for Mendoza to learn under Kirk, veteran thing, that whole deal.
Yeah. I get it. And you've actually forgot about Brady making decisions there. That's another one where is he Michael Jordan, or is he someone who's closer to Steve Kerr? Because for you guys that don't know, Michael Jordan's just an absolute dog shit exec. He's just not good at all. Is he one of the best basketball players of all time? Absolutely, but bottom tier exec. So we'll find out. I do think it's just a hamstringy old guyism. Sometimes it's Now I'm drafting running backs early because it's optimal for me to do that. When I came up at fantasy, they were like, you got to get running back early. I was like, I think I want a receiver that's going to get me, and like you just kind of cling to certain shit. That's what I think Brady has. And I think Mendoza should get out early. So I'm a lot more bullish. Again, it's the preseason. And what I said with Ryan Heath is playing bad in the preseason matters more than playing good. If you go out there and play good, I'm just checking a box. Like, okay, that's pretty good. But if you go out there and shit the bed, I am concerned. And I think the NFL would be concerned at that point. Deshaun Stribling. Is this Lisan Al-Gaib, the prince that was promised?
Dude. Did you hear the Trent Williams quote about him from either last night or this morning? It was insane. He was like, yeah, I have no idea how this guy fell to the first round. Basically, like just hyping him up. He's like, he's big, he's fast, he's unbelievably smart. Like he blocks his ass off. Like it seems like he just gets it. He's loved by the coaches. He's loved by the players. Like he could legitimately score. He was going behind Debo for a little bit now, but like after this preseason game and after all the stuff that's coming out about him, he's gonna flip Debo in at least best ball drafts here pretty soon. And like, would it be crazy? Like Mike Evans is old. He seemingly gets hurt every year. He's got a soft tissue thing every year. Like, would it be the craziest thing in the world if Stribling just was like the number one scoring receiver on the Niners? Like, if I had to put a percentage chance on it right now, and I'm kind of a Mike Evans hater, but I think Stribling has like a 50-50 chance. Truly, I do, to be like the number one scoring wide receiver on the Niners this year. This guy is unbelievable. Like they spend the 33rd pick on him. Like they obviously believe in him. Yeah, it's like the difference in grades between the draft community and then obviously what they thought of him. But all signs point toward like Stribling just having like a truly unbelievable season. I don't think this is smoke at all. I think this is fire.
Yeah, and for people who know me from rookie evaluation, I am sorry, man. I am sorry. This is one of those things where like Ole Miss. The film I got just wasn't exciting. Did I see a fast player? Did I see a big player? Yeah. I like route runners, and that's what I grade for. Spoilers, guys. I'm making a whole big-ass tool for RotoWire where we have grades, all the shit, all my things that live in a spreadsheet. You get to see them. It's actually really cool. I have to go back and look at Deshaun Stribling again. And what's crazy, it's like I have to like Men in Black myself to try to unsee the shit that I've already seen and like just look at what the prospect is. Because like it was just a miss. And this is what happens when like Dane Brugler has an advantage because he can just like text somebody. He's like, hey, can you give me more than just these 3 games? And he gets to see it. He gets the A22. The rest of us have to hunt this shit down like it's ecstasy at a fucking music festival. You got to be sketchy. Be like, hey, man, are you cool? Yeah, I really would like some film. And you hope they don't call the cops on you because they locked this shit down. I missed it. And then I told you, I just don't see it with Stribling. And the real thought process, and I talked about this with Daigle, is it's coaching. The 49ers are bad drafters, but good coaches sometimes. That regardless of how they draft, you should have been interested because even if he isn't the perfect prospect, the one system that could get the most out of that is Kyle Shanahan. If this was fucking John Harbaugh and Matt Nagy, and they're like, he's our guy, I'd be like, okay, man. I'm not taking that shit seriously. Yeah. But you're right. I think Deshaun Stribling's a league winner at this pace. You should be drafting him. Right now, I don't think you could reach too much because he's so cheap. Like I just think the smoke is definitely fire. Not like Ricky Pearsall could do anything about it. Am I right?
Dude, I was so in on Ricky too. It's tough. He was like one of my most drafted players before the fancy, like we knew he was kind of like dealing with something, but then it's like, oh, now like in 48 hours he's out for the year, just out of nowhere, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, dude, this pretty Ricky. I just want to see it. Like,
can I see it for like 10 games in a row? Is that too much to ask? Like I just want to see it for 10 games.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm asking. But before we go any further, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're on a mobile device, if I have this function yet, I don't know. YouTube adds shit all the time. Make sure to hit the hype button. More importantly, because it's draft season, we have our RotoWire All Access plan. That means you get access to me, Ian, probably Tyler. I don't know. He just got here. Theo. We have everything in our Discord. I'm answering questions in our Discord right now. That's the way you're going to get to me. I'm going to be talking to those people first. More importantly, all the tools that you need. We have one of the best draft assistants around, where live in draft, it'll walk you through it. You can look at my rankings, whoever's on there, and they will guide you through that draft and even suggest the correct position or player to pivot. Other stuff, rankings, my dynasty rankings. You guys ask about that stuff. If I'm not posted, it's going to be probably behind the paywall, and a lot of that stuff is going to be available just for you. And I already hinted that we're going to have already got rookie stuff that's going to be coming in the future. I'm working on a trade value chart that I don't even think the company's even improved this. I just make shit and say, hey, it's done, and no one can say no because it's good, but I'm bringing it to you. All right. Use my code JACK20 at checkout. That gives you 20% off your first month. Again, it's draft season. If there's any month you're going to need it, it's right now.
Fantasy football season is right around the corner, and DraftKings is bringing you their biggest best ball contest ever. We're talking a massive $20 million in total prizes, making this the largest best ball tournament in DraftKings history. And this year, not just one, but 3 players are going to walk away as millionaires. And right now, our partners at DraftKings are giving all customers a can't-miss offer. Draft one, get one. Enter a lineup in the $20 million best ball contest for just $25, and you'll receive a bonus best ball ticket to play again free for a share of $20 million, giving you a second shot to be crowned a millionaire. It's simple. Just draft your team once, no weekly management. Let your top scorers automatically start each week. Every breakout star, every clutch play, and every touchdown counts towards your shot at a share of $20 million. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app and enter a lineup for the $20 million best ball contest for just $25 and get a bonus ticket to play free for another shot to win big. That's 2 shots without ever setting your lineups again in DraftKings' biggest best ball contest ever. Draft one, get one, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most states. Restrictions apply. 1 per customer. Enter the Best Ball 20 million headliner contest to get 1 bonus entry. $25 entry fee required. Reward expires at contest lock September 9th, 2026. See terms at DraftKings.com/promotions. Sponsored by DraftKings.
I'm done paying the bills. Let's talk about our Lord and Savior, Jeremiyah Love. To quote Matt Harmon, are you Cardinals curious?
Dude, I love taking Jeremiyah Love at like the 2-3 turn in best ball drafts right now. He's kind of the only guy that goes there, but it's like it's him, it's Brees, and it's like if Kyron's kind of there, and like those are like the guys that are like the only guys you can really draft at the 2-3 turn because all the other running backs are already gone. I love taking him. He looked awesome last night. He needs to. So when I saw that he hurdled somebody, I was like, I need to find the clip because this guy would not stop hurdling people in college, and I think he needs to chill out. He needs to stop doing that. The stuff he's doing in college, he needs to stop it. Maybe every once in a while, he pulls it out, but it's like the first preseason game he's in here, and the hurdle was like more of like he was more stepping over somebody. He wasn't like hurdling like a full length defender, which was good to see. But also too, one thing on Twitter, people were doing this thing where it's like, I forget who tweeted it. It was somebody in the fantasy community, but they're like, he moves just like him. And then somebody quote tweeted it and was like, real ball knowers know if you know who we're talking about. And like, I honestly, like, I was like, do I not know ball? Like, I
don't know who you're talking about either.
So I went in the mentions and I was like, oh, I got to find out who this is. And they were talking about Adrian Peterson. And like, I'm from Minnesota. I watched Adrian Peterson my entire childhood growing up. I was like, he's not like AP's way bigger than he is. And like, he actually doesn't move like because he made a jump cut. Like I didn't think he moved like him that much. Like maybe a little bit, but like it wasn't enough to be like, oh yeah, this is Adrian. I was like, what? Get out of here, man. So no, but man, he looked great last night. I think he had 4 catches last night too. So like obviously the receiving aspect's going to be there. Obviously, I think James Conner is still working through an injury, so we don't really get to see him and like what his role is going to be in this backfield. But Algier got his 3 carries. It's literally going to be like Jeremiyah Love is Bijan, and then Tyler Algier is Tyler Algier. He's gonna do the dirty work. He might steal some goal line carries, which is everyone's favorite meme right now too. But like all wheels up for Jeremiyah Love. It kind of just comes down to what you think the offense is going to be. Do you have any lean on that? Like Are you Cardinals curious in terms of like just the pieces as a whole in Arizona?
I'm Jeremiyah Love curious. Everyone else, I'm just kind of Trey McBride. I saw, your biggest Twitter villains out there. They're like, how could you hate Trey McBride because of what he did last year? It's like, no one hates fucking Trey McBride. I just don't want to pay that price for him when Colson Love can give me that later. Or I can just get Brock Bowers, who's healthy and has a coach again. Like, he's like sandwiched in between two spots where if you don't think linearly, you're able to comprehend and consume information at the human adult level, which just means processing things from different angles. It's just not optimal for me to have Trey McBride. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think the vibes are bad in his own home. I don't want that shit on my own roster right now. It's looking real 2027 for me on Marvin Harrison Jr. Michael Wilson, I will look like a fucking idiot during his pre-draft cycle, because I'm like, hey man, I think this guy, he's a round 2 wide receiver, and then the data guys are like, Jagger, you don't know ball, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, he's always been this guy, man, and now everyone else is starting to see this guy, and I want him, but he's getting expensive, which brings me to Jeremiyah Love. What RB2 prices, baby? Hell yeah! Like yeah. If you could have Breece Hall that wasn't a Jet and still an RB2, that's who he is.
100%. And real quick, back to Michael Wilson. You're 100% vindicated on Michael Wilson. Like, the dude played at Stanford. You know how hard it is to be good at Stanford, and like he had a couple injuries, whatever. But then he goes to the Senior Bowl, absolutely dominates. Like, Michael Wilson's like the perfect case study for like the data bros hate him because like the yards per hour and all this stuff. It's like, dude, turn on the film, like watch Michael Wilson. This guy's a freaking stud. Like, that's exactly the type of guy, because he played at freaking Stanford. They refuse to pass the ball at Stanford. They don't want to do it. They want to run it, and that's it.
Yeah, it's. I love that you said that, because like Senior Bowl, Michael Wilson changed the Senior Bowl, because used to everyone's like, you can't trust the Senior Bowl, and then like the Senior Bowl started to matter after they actually gave it hype and they let good players show up, because he tore it up there, man. Michael Wilson's a good player, and I never want to be like the watch the tape guy, but half the time, man, I'm like, you coach football, Tyler, so you're like both. Like, stats matter, guys, but like it's like the Zay Flowers tape. He's my special boy there. They're like, well, Zay Flowers didn't produce. Zay Flowers, his tape was so hard to watch. It was the worst QB play I've ever seen in my life, man.
Dude, I don't even know who that quarterback is. I forget who he was. That stuff is crazy. The Boston College stuff, Zay Flowers, is absolutely nuts.
It's like the only one I've seen that was worse was like Brady Cook from like Luther Burden tape I saw as well. I'm just like,
that's not good either.
They're like, Luther Burden was a gadget guy, and I'm like, no, they tried to throw him downfield. The quarterback is a gadget guy. It's not Luther Burden.
Yeah,
man. Moving down on our reactions, Drew Allar. I actually have a lot of Drew Allar, because this is me being a little bit of a. We were talking shit about Debbie Bros before I hit record. This was me a little bit being a Debbie guy, a little bit me having a little tape lock. There's a good quarterback in there. There's just 10 tons of Penn State covered shit around it that, like, if you know anything about Penn State, these guys recruited uber athletes, just like freaks. James Franklin recruited freaks, but he just sprinkled failure all over him, and only a couple of them could actually outperform it.
Yeah,
I don't know what to think of Drew Allar. I just know Aaron Rodgers is cooked and Drew Allar is free. So I am interested. I'm at least interested.
Okay, what about Will Howard, though? Because I'm a big Will Howard guy. I think Will Howard is like actually – he was the second QB in last night. Allar was the third QB in. And Allar had 3 total touchdowns, like really good completion percentage. He played really well. Granted, against the threes. I don't know if you talk yourself into any of that stuff, a la Carson Beck in the Hall of Fame game. But – Will Howard also played pretty well last night too. Like, I'm a big Will Howard guy, so I'm he's still got to get through my boy Will Howard, and then they still have Rudolph. Are they going to carry 4 quarterbacks on this roster? Like, that seems pretty crazy.
What has Mason Rudolph given this team? But okay, let me talk respectfully. He's always stepped up when you needed to. By step up, I mean he's been available. But besides beefing with Myles Garrett, what has Mason Rudolph done to like warrant keeping him? This is me.
He keeps Aaron Rodgers in a really good mood, is what he does. Like
Yeah,
him and Aaron Rodgers are boys.
Yeah, he knows just how, just the right temp and how long to steep his peyote tea. He's like,
Yeah.
Here's your coffee, my lord. He's like, I feel like Mason Rudolph's there, but Will Howard. He's Mason Rudolph. It's like from like a playing standpoint. I just don't think he's extraordinary. Drew Allar, I think, could be extraordinary. He's just, you want to talk about some tape, man. You're like, okay, that's a big play. Then like 5 seconds later, you're like, what the fuck was that? Like what was in your mind? What in your spirit provoked that decision?
Yeah.
That's what kind of player he is. So I'm just curious. I guess when you bring up Will Howard, you should just kind of target both of these guys. Cause again, I want to point out Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't think he's got it, man. It's what I said earlier is that I don't think we've seen good football from him in a long time. I don't think he's interested in doing the things to make him play good football again. I don't think he's interested in adjusting the offense to play good modern football. I'm just kind of out. But I would take Will Howard and Drew Allar. Dynasty, I would just go buy Drew Allar for pennies. So
Yeah. I mean, Drew Allar definitely has the higher ceiling in terms of traits. Like some of the traits this guy has, like big, can move, the arm, all that type of stuff. Definitely better in that department than Will Howard. Will Howard's really big. Like I think his dimensions are like the exact same as Josh Allen, but it doesn't have like the same arm talent and just like the arm strength that Drew Allar has for sure.
Yeah. Same game, different player, more exciting. Jeremy Bernard, man. So I tweeted, Jeremy Bernard's the reason why I won't have Michael Pittman on any rosters. Some dude got like real bad at me for some reason. I'm like fuck yeah, man. Stand on business about Michael Pittman. Everyone needs fans. It's math, guys. Am I saying that Jeremy Bernard outside of best ball is going to be super exciting? Maybe he could be a flex play. I go back to Aaron Rodgers. I go back to target share. Jeremy Bernard deserves targets. He deserves them. He will earn them, which means that Michael Pittman isn't going to eat like a 25% target share anymore because, one, Michael Pittman offers nothing after the catch. Jeremy Bernard offers everything after the catch, and he can run. He can do everything that Michael Pittman can do and do shit after the catch. That's where I'm at with him.
Dude, Jeremy Bernard was my most drafted receiver pre-draft. Like, I absolutely loved everything about Jeremy. I spent like the Bama film from him there. Like, he feels like an NFL. Like, he's going to be one of those guys who's better than the NFL than he probably was in college. I truly believe that because he plays such an NFL style-friendly game. Like, it's over the middle stuff. It's the blocking. It's the yards after the catch, which is we saw last night. Like, he had a 25-yard catch that was like it was pretty much just like a 8-yard like curl. He catches it, turns it around, and like breaks 2 tackles and like starts running down the sideline. Like that's what you saw at Alabama, and like I think you're gonna see a lot of that in the NFL too. So I absolutely love Jeremy Bernard, and like you said, like you can move this guy anywhere on the field. We're like, did they say they want to move DK around a little bit more this year? But it's like, well, we'll see like actually what ends up happening to that. You have to imagine he plays more outside than inside. Pittman kind of the same thing, but like Germie could just be like that slot, like day one slot over the middle of the field, get the ball in his hands. Like I see a legit role from him in that aspect. And it's like he absolutely, like when him and like everyone's talking about how good of a camp Roman Wilson's having. It's like Roman Wilson's going into year 3, hasn't done like anything to get on the field yet. Granted, one of the years he was hurt, and he's small. It's like, I don't know. I like he didn't do anything last night when Germie was on the field. It was like the Germie show. They were obviously looking to get him the ball. So I could not be more in on Jeremy Bernard, and I agree with everything you said on him.
Yeah, Dynasty, he's the ultimate buy because he's going to give you some production in year 1. And then this time next year, the price of the brick is going to be higher because people know like Michael Pittman will be gone. DK Metcalf will be gone. Someone else is probably going to be. If I have to deal with another Aaron Rodgers offseason, I'm yeeting myself into traffic. I can't do this again. Like every time he makes a free agency decision, it takes 5 years off my life, and I just can't handle it. I just tore an Achilles at 34. I don't have much life left to live. I I can't do it, but Jeremy Bernard can at least, and you should actually want them. And I love that you said that he's the ultimate football guy, man. As like a film grinder, rookie dude, you're a football coach. You said all the right things, man. You look at that blocking, like football dudes will see that. You're like, hell yeah, we can get him on the field right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
100%. That's like every like we used to run, not this year, but like last year we ran a heavy like RPO offense. So it's like it's like all right. If you're outside, like, and we're throwing these bubble routes to our number 2 receiver, it's like you got to be able to block. I don't care how fast you run. I'd rather you block really well to set up, a 7-yard gain, which is pretty much an extension of the run game, which is everyone's favorite thing to say. But that's what it is in the RPO game. It's like, give us 7 yards because you blocked your ass off, and you're going to be on the field as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, exactly. No block, no rock. Because I thought he was going to be a 49er. Like, I thought he was going to be the
Dude, I was same thing. I totally thought this guy was a 49er. And I was like, I saw Stribling. I was like, no, this is supposed to be Germie in the top of round 2. This is BS.
Exactly. Because I was just like, man, he blocks, he runs routes after the catch. Congrats, you're a McShanahan receiver.
He's like a Debo Jawan Jennings style. He's like kind of like a mix between those two guys, dude. That's literally who he is.
What I said, it was like for Pokemon, because like I didn't want to describe him as Debo. I was like, they're different. Like Debo is Blastoise, thick, big, whatever. Yeah. Jaden Reed is like the Squirtle, small, same usage. Jeremy Bernard is in between that, and it's arguably better because you get the best of both of Debo and Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's problem is he blocks like shit because he's small as fuck. Jeremy Bernard can actually block and do all that shit there. So like, that's a damn good player. My boy Mike Washington. I'm an Arkansas guy. I live in Arkansas. We're not a good team, but sometimes we put out SEC players.
You're not a good team,
pretty good players.
My favorite part of watching like the Jadarian Price and Jeremiyah Love film was just them watching them run up the score against Arkansas in Arkansas. Like that's like my. I think the fans started booing like one of the broadcasts. Like Jadarian Price has scored another touchdown. And the Boo Birds are raining down here in Fayetteville.
Dude, have you heard this tweet? It goes viral every once in a while now. That being an Arkansas fan is a psychological experiment on suffering. Because it's not just that we've lost, it's the ways that we've lost. Because, like, I moved back from Colorado. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm out of the Mountain West. I get to see real football. I go to Arkansas. It's like my second week back. I go to a Fayetteville game. It was Mississippi State. Should have been an easy win. Literally fumble that game away. I was like, are these fucking stands high enough just to jump? It's rough.
You guys had that good KJ Jefferson, Treylon Burks year though. That was an electric year. You guys were good.
We'll always have that. Well, you remember? Yeah, remember when we had Ryan Mallett? Like Bobby Petrino fucked it for us. That was our chance to get over he literally fucked it for us. That was our chance to get over the hump, but we couldn't do it. But Mike Washington, a Raider. I had Ian on. We covered handcuffs. I talked about how we should be talking about Mike Washington in the same vein that we talk about Tank Bigsby, where you have a high caliber backup who might even have some standalone value if some of the buzz comes around. Because it's not just that I think he deserves touches. He's good enough to get them. And if we've seen anything from the Clint Kubiak offense, Ashton Genty is going to eat plenty, but a backup is probably going to eat just as much. He can catch the ball. He can't really block that well. We can work on that. He's got the size to block, but we can work on that. But he can run real fast, and it's perfect for a Kubiak system. This is someone who should be rostered regardless of format everywhere for that alone.
100%. He's been one of my biggest like fights with the especially the best ball community. Is I like because he goes so late. You can get this guy in some drafts in the last round of best ball drafts where it's like the other handcuffs are going 2-3 rounds higher, 4 rounds higher in some cases. Like especially like I've been a guy who's been out on Jonah Coleman. It's like if I get the role that he could maybe have a more involved role in the day-to-day option, but it's like if you're looking for upside, you take a guy Mike Washington who had like a damn near perfect RAS, and you touched on the blocking. Baldy's breakdowns. He always does that stuff on Twitter. He dropped one on Mike Washington yesterday. 2 really good pass pro clips from him. A really nice chip and like one where he steps up in the A gap and just kind of stonewalls a blitzing middle linebacker. So like first preseason game, some at least maybe improved blocking. He definitely has the body to do it. I think it's probably just more assignment and everything like that, and probably a little bit more on focus on technique. But I mean, then obviously last night he has the 57-yard run, like really good vision on that play. He like gets in the hole, he jump cuts, and then he kind of just like glides past another guy who like tries to arm tackle him, and then he gives the guy a nasty stiff arm, and like he's off to the races. Like really good. I think his stock is going to be up higher over these next couple days in drafts, especially in best ball, where it's like you might see him going around higher just based off one preseason game where everything like he kind of proved everything too. And you mentioned the depth charts, like, dude, the only other running backs right now in Vegas are Dylan Laube and Dare. Those are the only two. And it's like, if we're looking for a guy that's getting carries, like if Genty goes down, Dare's not getting carries. Dylan Laube's not getting carries. He's the only guy that's actually getting goal line work and probably getting like 15 plus carries in a given game. So I love him from a opportunity standpoint. I think there's a lot that we have left to see from a talent standpoint too. I think he could be one of those guys where it's like, how were we drafting him here and in July?
Yep. Dylan Laube triggers the Stephen A. Smith in me. Like with like someone mentions Dylan Laube, I'm like, Dylan Laube. Like I was like you're gonna talk about that on my show, Dylan Laube? Like it just, I was into him that one summer and got burned. Like, let's put it this way, man. When the Raiders were like turbo mega dookie ass, the entire roster died. They looked at Dylan Laube and they said, "We're good."
Yeah, dude, that's great. You mentioned Stephen A. It's like he's got small hands. He can't catch the ball. He doesn't have a post move he can put to memory 2 times in a row. He has no game whatsoever. The whole thing on freaking Kwame Brown. It's the same thing with Dylan Laube.
Exactly. You nailed it. Like, for real, I think of the Kwame Brown and the way he says Tiago Splitter. Like, I think about that all the time. That's what Dylan Laube does to me. Speaking of people who bring out the Stephen A. Smith, Nick Singleton. Nicholas Singleton. Nicholas, I haven't done shit since I'm a freshman. Singleton. Nicholas, K-Tron Allen, who isn't that great, but was still better than me. Singleton. We haven't even really brought up stats. I'm doing all that shit in post, like graphics. I'll do that later. He got straight up mollywopped on pass protection. You know why? Because he's not good at pass protection. Everyone's like, well, he could be a good third down guy. You gotta be able to protect the QB in the NFL. That's some college boy shit. That don't work around here. 8 carries, 31 yards. That is the most Nick Singleton shit I've ever seen. I call him Stevie Wonders. Man, he might be able to play some beautiful music, but he can't fucking see. Stop talking to me about Nicholas Singleton, guys. It's Jover. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
That's such a good comp, the Stevie Wonder comp, because he can't see where the hole is. He has no idea where it is. There's a couple. It's all what I always talk about. It's like one of my. I'm going to throw shade at one of my co-hosts, but it is called the Toxic Tower. So we will be a little bit toxic. But like he loves Nick Singleton because he only sees the good. He's like, dude, he's this big. He catches this many passes, and he's this is what we think his 40 is because he had a broken toe, so he wasn't at the combine. But it's like, dude, why are you not drafting this guy? This guy's got juice, and it's like. This guy actually was kind of a disappointment at Penn State. Like, he was the number 1 running back in the country. You're at Penn State. You are blessed athletically. Blessed. Like, absolutely. Like, you're this big. You can move this fast. Like, you're not just like a straight line runner. Like, you can kind of put some moves together. I mean, he didn't really do that at Penn State, but it's like, you should have been so much better than you were. Like, 1,000 yards was like the floor. And, like, you just never did. You never had that special season. It's like, now I'm supposed to draft you when, like, Look what Tajay Spears did last night. Like, a couple of really good runs. Like, he's not going anywhere. Pollard had a touchdown. Like, they're obviously not going to get just, hand over the keys to Nick Singleton for Pollard. So it's like, what is the role that we're looking for from Nick Singleton? That he's the 3rd down back on the Tennessee Titans. Like, that's what we're excited for Nick Singleton. He's not taking over a backfield. It's not happening. So yeah, I'm with you on Singleton. It's not happening. Get that out of your mind. It's not going to be there.
And for you little dynasty bros out there, I love you. You're my audience. Stop it. I already hear the pitter patter of little keyboards like, well, you want to stash them because it's next season. Pollard and Tajay Spears are going to be there. You know who's going to be there running back? I don't know, like Ahmad Hardy. Almost anyone else. Like, who's available on free agency? They're not going to look, well, we got Singleton, so we're good. Guys, just get it out of your head. I've seen this movie. This movie is the Marvels. This is fucking Quantumania. This is anything starring Jared Leto Yo, after fucking 2025, it's dog shit. It's a bad movie. Braylon Allen was that. Now Braylon Allen is in the shadow realm after Isaiah Davis for the same reasons. You got where he was big and fast and a good freshman. Don't care. Now that does the NFL. Sorry. Another special boy that is a backup running back, MarShawn Lloyd. I liked him a lot, man. I just want to see it. He's my Ricky Pearsall. I was like, I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to see it, man.
I remember this is when I was watching. I was producing a show at the time for Cody Carpentier, and it's always stuck with me. Every time I think about MarShawn Lloyd, I think about what Cody said about him, where he's got tiny calves, and like I can't get it out of my head. He's got tiny calves. He gets hurt all the time, and it's like it's been kind of true. It's whenever he's been drafted. The only thing I think about when I think about MarShawn Lloyd, it's like we think he's good. We just haven't seen it. Like at least Ricky, like we've seen flashes on an NFL field. With MarShawn Lloyd, like we've heard about some stuff from camp, and he was drafted a little bit higher than we thought he was going to, and that's kind of it. Like it's just I have no idea what to do with Lloyd. It was in that bad running back class, bad, not good, and
Dookie.
I just don't know what to do with him. It's like people tell me to draft him. He goes so high in best ball drafts right now. These guys do not care because they are convinced that it's like the Lloyd season is here. He was like, I mean, he didn't really do anything in the preseason game last night. He got some carries, and like that was about it. But we'll see, like I'm still kind of wait and see. Like I don't want to jump to Lloyd feels like the guy that we could totally just jump the shark on, and it's gonna bite us in the ass for sure.
Yeah, because this I hate to bring it up. I'm not trying to shit on my own niche here, but it's like it's the dynasty bro brain. Like we immediately like delete vets. We're like, oh, there's no, the vet is gone. Because like when you brought up Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, the amount of my mentions that say like Tony Pollard's cooked, he's got Tajay Spears is cooked, he's got. Yeah. I was like, the only thing statistically I saw is that they were on the Titans. Like not that they like sucks, that they were just on the Titans. Yeah. You know, which is a different thing. Josh Jacob has been vastly better than both Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. Like, if anything, I mentioned that Josh Jacobs and Javonte Williams is in his Jacobs era where everyone's convinced that these guys are like old. I don't think Josh Jacobs is even 30 yet. He entered the NFL like from utero, essentially. Like he like stepped out of the womb in the NFL. He's one of the baby players. I think he was like 19, one of the youngest drafted players of all time. He's still got life to live. He's still a good player. I like Marshawn Lloyd, but I've seen the prices of it, and I just can't. Like, if you're going to be getting Marshawn Lloyd, why aren't you getting Mike Washington later? You're kind of making the same bet there. Marshawn Lloyd has only been healthy 1 year, which is a 24-year-old season at USC. Damn good tape, very explosive, but it's been a thing. You want to hear a secret, Tyler?
Yes. I
have tiny calves. I was a nationally ranked powerlifter as like a fucking junior. I'm still on my powerlifting team. I've been able to squat north of 500 pounds since I was a sophomore. Fucking freak. Yeah. I have torn both my Achilles now. Right to the foot. Dude, it's tough. Well, you want to talk about a tiny calf thing? I'm living it, bro. It is real. It is real. you remember Darren McFadden? Remember I mentioned
that's
on
what
Arkansas?
They called him to. They said he was Darren McFadden. It's literally what they said. Every time I hear Marshawn Lloyd, I think Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden should have won a Heisman. That guy got robbed. He should have won a Heisman for sure. But yeah, tiny calves, Darren McFadden, tiny calves. You know, Marshawn Lloyd. And Darren McFadden had some okay seasons in there, but it's like still wasn't great. It was kind of a letdown in the NFL.
Yeah, like I am built like a fucking marshmallow with 2 toothpicks in it. Like my thighs are like cannons, bro. Yeah. And then like these tiny little sticks just shoved in there with some feet attached. Like I'm built wrong down there.
Yeah.
All right. But that'll do it, guys. That was the preseason. We'll be back for more. Tyler works for us now, so I have him on here frequently like I do Ian and Theo. It's me, Jagger May. Make sure to hit all the likes, subscribe, do all the YouTube shit that everyone's always asked you to do. You've been here before. More importantly, if you want access to all the cool shit, if you want to bug me with your draft stuff, if you want to say, hey, Nicholas Singleton is available, should I trade for him? And you want me to tell you no, and you hop into that Discord, use Jack20, get all access. Tyler, you're over on the Toxic Tower. You are manning RotoWire Live. He's been ripping best ball drafts all the time. If you're into that, you guys know where to find him. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.